Hey everybody, Jocelyn here. I was recently in a conversation with several Silicon Valley mid-level managers and executives, and an interesting thing came up as we were talking about all the challenges everybody's having right now in business and in leadership. One of the things that I noticed between the people who were burned out versus the people who were really on the top of their game was directly correlated to how they were doing their self-care for their stress reduction and for also making sure that what they're doing is meaningful to them. And it made me think about my own, and I'm a big fan of Abraham Maslow and his hierarchy of needs. For those of you who aren't familiar with it, it's a brilliant piece of work in the canon of organizational development and business leadership staples. And it's in the canon there. And basically, you have to build a pyramid from a strong foundation at the bottom up. So, for example, for humanity, if you want people to be able to think about community and spiritual enlightenment, you've got to make sure their basic needs are met. So the foundation of clean air, water, food, and then shelter have to be provided for, or you can't go to the top of the pyramid and the higher levels of abstraction. And the same is true for leadership and what people are bringing to their organization and to their life every day. So you can't bring your best self and your highest self and your best thinking if you're worried, for instance, about whether you're going to have a job tomorrow or whether you're going to, make ends meet or what's going to happen. And right now with these COVID-driven times, COVID is basically the pressure cooker for all of the existing issues that were already on the table. It just makes them more critical and provides a sense of urgency on making sure we're doing the right things. So I took that Maslow hierarchy of needs and I created my stress reducing hierarchy of needs, and I put this together. And we started a conversation about it and I'd love to know, what are yours? Are yours similar to mine? Are they different? So if you look at the bottom here, what I've got is my spiritual grounding. So whatever your religion, belief system, spirituality, Zen meditation, whatever it is yours. And that's what's there. And for me, if I don't do my grounding with my meditation, and I do a practice called neurosculpting meditation, and if I don't do that and make sure that I have a good connection with my higher power and my source, everything else falls apart or is challenging, or it's just I'm off. I don't feel on. So that's foundational. And then above that, the next thing I thought it was going to be was sleep and rest, because if I don't get a good night's sleep, I'm just, I'm not sharp in thinking, and my outlook can change. My positivity can drop. And instead of being optimistic, I can be a little more pessimistic. But I realized exercise even is ahead of that. I'd rather sacrifice an hour of sleep to get an hour of exercise. That makes a big difference in how I feel. So exercise and movement is right above spiritual grounding. And then I have sleep and rest. And it's important that I have those. And as you're creating your own hierarchy of needs, that's what you're doing. You're looking at where are the trade-offs, just like I was talking about. Above that is nutrition and food. So when I'm eating right, when I'm taking care of my body and my nutrition in ways that I'm feeding it good fuel and things that taste good as well as are good for me, that's when I'm at my optimal state. And so what are you doing for yourself around that? And then right above, I put supplements and vitamins. When we got the increased stress of COVID and the impact to organizations and sheltering at home and all that stuff we've all been going through, I started adding some like B12 shots and some supplements that really helped, that really gave me my energy back. And I have personalized supplements now that keep me feeling at my optimum. And so those are really important for me. And what are yours? It may be supplements and vitamins. It could be herbs. It could be medication that you're on from your doctor. Whatever it is, where does that fit for you in your stress reducing self-care for your hierarchy of needs? Then I've got partner and family, so that I can really lean into that. And then above that, friends and support. Now, when I was having this conversation with the group, a woman brought up a really good point. Her friends and support are below family because her family is actually a stressful environment for her, and she gives more than she gets from it. So she has to lean into her friends and her support to refuel herself. And it is true, you got to fuel your own tank if you want to drive to help others, and you've got to put your own oxygen mask on first before you can help somebody else. So that's an interesting difference of which goes first on the lower end of the foundation for you. Then fun and play and joy. I mean, we got to have this in our lives. If we're just slogging through, we're going to burn out. So we've got to have that downtime. It also lets me know everything's okay. It's okay enough that I don't have to be in, survival mode or have my cortisol and adrenaline running because I'm not in panic mode. It means life's good. Life's good. Good things are happening. We're getting things done. I've put in enough work. I've met my goals and expectation. I'm on track. And that's very different from saying I've checked everything off my list. So when I do my weekly reviews of looking back at the week before and looking at my week and month ahead, I'm by calendaring things, I take that stress off, that I'm not worried about I do have 125 or 27 projects in my personal and professional life, and each of those has a next action. And I follow the David Allen Getting Things Done method, GTD, for those of you who are GTDers. And I find that really works for me. And it takes the stress off because I can end my day, even though I have more things to do and I haven't gotten all my projects done. So my mind knows we're okay, we're on track. And I can have downtime and fun, play, and joy. And one thing I do, I love music, I love dancing. So going to a concert, going out dancing, or going to theater, things like that, really give me a lot of joy. Now, because I love dancing, I'm actually doing hip hop workouts in the morning. So I've got my dance and my exercise down at the bottom of the foundation together. And then when I go to do a Zumba class or something with friends, I get all three in, and I get, 3 in 1 hour. So how cool is that? That's the definition of success to me. So, and then above it is novelty and learning. And that's really important. I think it's important for all human beings, and I'll speak for myself, but I've got to be learning something every day, and making sure I'm growing as a person and keeping my intellect sharp and learning. And the reason that's at the top is I do have to take care of the other things. So here's the trick. In order to get to the top of your pyramid, you've got to manage everything under it. And I try to do it over the course of a week. I'm not trying to check these off every single day, but I'm making sure I've got balance. So like the fun, play, and joy, other than my daily hip hop exercise, I'll do one get together with friends, and then one either in person or mostly online, music, concert, or something like that I try to, or I'll do a live viewing party with friends. And it feeds my soul. And so that's really good. I'll look at maybe 2 of those in a week, and that's good. And if I need more, or it's a crazy week and I have to bring it down, I do. But that's how I moderate it. So that's my hierarchy of needs for my self-care and my stress reduction. What's yours?